The fate of the markets are now in Nvidia's hands. That's right, my friends. The fate of the markets are now in Nvidia's hands. In today's video, we're going to see Nvidia under 3 different lenses: the why, the what, the where, and what to anticipate before heading into Nvidia's massive earnings season, because this is going to be so important. This is going to set the tone as to how well every single AI company is doing, right? If you don't know already, Nvidia is the big daddy when it comes to AI. AI, everyone's talking about, it's overvalued, it's undervalued, overvalued. Oh, AI bubble, this bubble, that bubble, this bubble, that bubble. Well, we're going to find out soon, right? We're going to find out on Wednesday whether or not we're truly in a bubble, or are these insane, is the insane growth justified? Now, here's the thing, right? A lot of people are going to tell you this. A lot of people are going to tell you, oh, well, their earnings are obviously going to be good, Sam. Their earnings are obviously going to be good because we're clearly in an AI bubble. Well, you know, and they start drawing circles. They start telling you, well, AMD gave Nvidia this much money, and Nvidia gave AMD this much money, and OpenAI invested this much money in Nvidia, and then therefore their earnings are going to be amazing. Da, da, da. Yes, the earnings are going to be good compared to last year, but are they going to be better than what Wall Street anticipates, right? Like that's the main question, right? It's not about, and this is the thing that a lot of people get wrong when it comes to earnings season, right? And anticipating how well earnings are going to go, is that they look at the earnings and they go, will the company have growth year over year or not? That's not how you anticipate whether or not the earnings are going to be good or not. The way you anticipate earnings is, okay, they're going to be good, but are they actually going to be even better than the expectations of Wall Street analysts? Because if they're not, that's not good. That is not good. So that's what you're really going against. You're not going against the last year, right? You're not going against and comparing whether or not the company had amazing earnings last year. Okay, well, is this year going to grow again? Yeah, it's going to grow. That's not how you do earnings. Okay? And let me tell you something, man. The bar is set very high when it comes to Nvidia. The bar is set very high. Hence, what has stocks been selling up? Now, I'll tell you guys this. From my experience, usually when stocks sell off heading into earnings, that's usually a good sign. Believe it or not, that's actually a good sign, because what that means is that the markets are already bracing for impact. Okay? They're bracing, meaning if the earnings come out and they're bad, the stock's going to drop, yes, but not as much as it would have been previously, because it's already gave up a lot of gains and people have already prepared for it. But if the company comes out and announces actually good earnings, we're going to get a V-shaped recovery massively in the ticker. Now, Wednesday is going to be one of the most important days in the broader markets as well, because we're also going to be getting Jerome Powell's minutes. Okay. Now, why does Jerome Powell's minutes matter so much? Because if Jerome Powell's minutes are, you know, in any form, in any shape or form, hawkish, meaning that he's looking to go ahead and, you know, maybe not cut rates, or maybe, you know, do this or do that, right? Whatever it may be that the markets don't like, it's not going to be good for Nvidia. Okay. And I'm telling you right now, in a down cycle, which is truly what we're in right now, right? Listen, and I tell you this, okay, with a heavy heart, because I know that a lot of you guys are seeing red in your favorite stocks, but when we put up the SPY is down like, the SPY is really not down that much from its all-time highs, right? The SPY is down maybe like, what would this be? Like 5%, right? It's down 5% from its all-time highs. So that's really not that much of a dip, okay? I could see the SPY heading all the way down to 650 to 630. I could see that happening if this week doesn't go correctly. If Nvidia's earnings are a miss, and I'm telling you this right now, man, the market conditions that we are in right now, my friends, the market conditions that we're in right now, the markets are just looking for a reason to sell. It doesn't matter if the revenue comes in perfect. It doesn't matter if this comes in perfect, that comes in. If they miss on any consensus, on any basis, whether it's earnings per share, whether it's P ratio, whether it's freaking, which is kind of the same thing, but whether it's, you know, revenue, whether it's size of customers growth, whether it's different sectors of growth, whatever it is, any reason people have to not be happy, they're going to take that and they're not going to be happy. Okay? So be mindful of that. Be cautious heading into this earnings season. I think that we're getting a lot of people just saying, oh, well, you know, OpenAI paid them this much, and all. Earnings season is always a gamble, right? I always tell people, I say earnings season is always a gamble. If you're going to play the earnings, this is what I would do, okay? First of all, I wouldn't play options. I wouldn't trade options. Why? Because options expire, okay? I don't like to play earnings options. Personally, I don't. And I'll be honest with you guys, it comes down to my luck not being the best with the earnings. Earnings for me is a flip of a coin. That's what it is, Okay? Because remember what I said, right? If you're not just anticipating whether or not the company's going to do good, you're anticipating whether or not the company's going to do better than expected. Okay? Because no shit, everyone expects Nvidia to grow this year, right? So do remember that. Do keep that in mind. Sometimes people are like, oh no, I did my research because, I saw the sales of this thing go up, and I was like, well, if the sales of this thing went up, then it will go. It just isn't. That's not how things work, right? You got to be an unexpected type of, earnings in order for the company to actually have a massive beat, and in order for the company to go ahead and, exceed Wall Street's expectations. So what I would do is I would play leveraged ETFs, okay? I would buy NVDL. What the hell is NVDL, Sam? NVDL is the leveraged ETFs of Nvidia, okay? So whatever direction Nvidia goes, NVDL goes the same direction but times 2. So look today. So today, NVDL is down 3%, 3.8%. NVDA is down almost 9%. Right? So what you're looking at over here is you're seeing a stock which will give you access to Nvidia's stability, but it will actually help you have double the volatility of Nvidia. Okay? That's why I like leverage ETFs a lot. Now, some people might say, Sam, can leverage ETFs go to zero? This is a common question I can get. Leverage ETFs can go to zero if a stock loses 50% of its value in one day. Not in a week, not in a month, in one day. If it loses value less than that, slower than that, what the leverage ETF just does is it does a reverse split. That's it. But if the leverage ETF loses, if the stock, if the underlying asset loses its value 50% in a day, you're going to see a 100% loss in the leverage ETF. Okay? So that's what I would do. I would buy some of the leverage ETF. I would buy some NVDA instead of options, right? Because NVDA, at least you can hold, okay? And you will hold, and maybe average down more, but it will recover. Because let me tell you something, man. Even if Wall Street doesn't like Nvidia's earnings this quarter, it's not going to be the end of Nvidia. It is not going to be the end of Nvidia. Okay? Nvidia right now is in a position where they are selling shovels in a gold rush. All right? That's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with one of the biggest tech giants of all time. So do keep that in mind, okay? Do keep that in mind, and don't get too emotional if this earnings season is not good. Again, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I don't play earnings. I don't like earnings. I've never had good luck with earnings. It's like my curse. I don't even like to talk about earnings. Anytime I talk about earnings, shit goes south. Okay? So I don't know what's gonna happen. Honestly, I really don't. I'll tell you this. I have stocks. If Nvidia does well, my AI stocks will do well. So I hope it does well. However, I am prepared for the worst. I do anticipate a very critical market. Okay? And what I mean critical, I mean them looking at every single aspect of the earnings and going like, no, this doesn't look good. Oh, sell. Because I'll tell you this, right? 2022, 2023, I lived through that with Palantir. Right? With Palantir, it was that like all the time. Like their earnings would be good, they would be growing, and people would be like, oh no, this sector that they serve is dropping. This one sector is dropping. And it's like, dude, this other sector is up 500%, but this sector is down 2%. Now you're going, oh no, it's over, it's all done, right? So you have a lot of doomsday individuals right now in the markets, and I think that it's better to just shut them up and not listen to them because they're just going to scare you a lot of times when it comes to the market conditions. But overall, Nvidia is going to be okay, Whether it's this earnings or the next earnings, they're going to be okay. Just stay calm. For me, I don't like to play options because it's way too risky, especially when it comes to earnings season, okay? And the IV crush and everything, I don't like it. I don't like it, okay? I don't like it. Now, listen, if you do want to trade alongside me every single day, get access to my day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, everything like that, check out our private community. Our private community right now is on a 50% sale for the next 10 members that join, okay? And this is what it looks like. We give it a ticker. So these are option alerts, but this is what it looks like. We have day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts. You name it, we got it. Okay? You name it, we got it. We've been crushing it, man. We've been crushing it. We give you everything. We give it a ticker, we give it an entry, we give it an exit, we give it a stop loss. We also tell you how many shares to buy in your own portfolio. So how do we do so? We use a 10K account as a benchmark. So let's say you have a 50K account, you buy 5 times this amount. Let's say you have a 100K account, you buy 10 times this amount. Simple and easy. All right? Simple and easy. Wilson says, hi, Sam. Thank you for our work on our community. My 7 days trial finish was great. I think you can put a membership this week. $7,000 in 7 days free trial. Now we don't do a 7-day free trial. Now we do a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. It doesn't get any better than this. Literally today, my man Tempo Trader, $431. Bang. Yeah, yesterday, I believe this was a Friday. Yeah, there we go. Denver says, thanks Top Trader Sam and Top Trader Academy. last 30 days, 22% gains. Ong says, my dog, I've been here for a week and you all took care of me like my cousins. Thank you so much for your patience and all the chat. Last 5 days, $4,000. The Big Wiz with the cool toy says, Project Jess, thanks for the tips and all the support. And the book pick, 51%. We've been crushing it. Chinso says, thanks Sam and the rest of the mentors have been here for almost 1 week. And maybe pause and read some of these, man. I'll be sticking around after my trial. 17% the past week. Let's go over here. Thank you, Sam, the professionals. You guys rock. I appreciate you. $4,000 off us. Give it a shot, my friends. Give it a shot. The link is in the comment section in the description. Okay? I look forward to meeting you guys in Top Trade Academy. Once again, next 10 members, 50% discount. Give it a shot. Thanks for watching. Have fun trading. Your boy Sam from Top Academy.